The spectrum of the railway. It happened in Atlixco, Puebla, Mexico, in 1867. As we have commented in our previous Legends of Terror, upon the arrival of the Spanish to this town of Atlixco, previously called Antigua Villa de Carrion, it has been the place where many horror stories happened, such as the one we present below. In ancient times, the transportation most used by people who traveled very often used the railway, a means that they could board, both in the morning or afternoon, as well as at night or early morning. This horror story begins when a passenger, a resident of this town of Atlixco, needs to travel to the capital city of Puebla, about 35 kilometers away, where he left his home around midnight. Due to unknown circumstances, this passenger misses the train run and has no other option but to wait for the next run and tries to rest for a few moments on one of the cold cement benches that are still found in that place, although this station the railway has been remodeled, of course, without losing its interesting history. As he settled on one of these cold benches and took out something to protect himself from the intense cold, he immediately heard the cry of a creature. When I turned to see where the cry was coming from, I saw a girl of barely 5 or 6 years old, completely alone and shivering from the cold. This passenger, taking pity on the girl, immediately covered her with his blanket while asking the miner what she was doing alone in this place and in such cold weather and without her parents. To which she replied, that she lived very close to there and that she was looking for her parents. Said passenger takes her by the hand and goes to where the child was indicating, entering through a small door, and they began to enter inside, and which denoted that it was a place which lacked real estate and there was no conducive place to live. However, the passenger in question told the girl that they would wait for one of her relatives to arrive for her, covering her and hugging her because the girl did not stop shivering from the intense cold, and thus the hours passed, both sheltered by the dark shadows of leafy trees in that place. The first rays of sun appeared when this man woke up, and to his surprise and terror he found himself completely alone and next to a pantheon, which is currently standing although it has not been working for many years, and which bears the name of Panteón Columbario, and dedicated to the French who came to fight the different wars that occurred in Mexico, looking for the girl, who had disappeared. Realizing this man in question had fallen asleep with the girl, his blanket was on a tomb with the name of Maria Enriquez, who died in 1867 at the age of 6 and was buried in this French pantheon. True horror story taken from ancient documents that attest to these true horror legends. Creepy, right? His forever friend. José Luis Moreno R.